What is good, y'all? This is Icy Duke 41, CTD, lead manager, legacy, Madden manager from repping Complex Theories. Yeah, so I got signed with Complex Theories back in May of 2023 after going through, multiple esports teams just because, I like to get my name out there. It's like, hey, I'm a great Madden player, competitively, reg side of things, and I proved it. I represented a few of them. Some of them, they actually some of them got terminated, and then I left. Just based on like the best option for me. And I reached out to Drew, I believe, because I saw Complex Theories on my Twitter. I was like, okay. And then what attracted me is like, what they're doing. They're growing with like, gaming, and then they had a lot of followers. But besides the follower like huge following fan base, it was cool. And then I was like, hey, Drew, I'm a competitive Madden player, and I would like to see if you're interested on creating a Madden crew. And once he gave me the green light for that, I already knew some dudes that I played against, Hot Boy and On Face. Shout out to both of them because they're the OGs that helped me create this Madden crew, CTD. CTD, it represents, family, Madden boys, representing everything, putting our name out there. Is like I thought about the dice. I did because I like to roll the dice sometimes on fourth and one, win or go home, go big or nothing. I just like the dice thing. So I put complex and then the dice. That's how it became um, the name, and then it stuck. But yeah, Hot Boy, Unfazed, they're. I met them through the Madden community. I believe we played each other multiple times, and we all had nothing but respect for each other, and then we stayed in touch. I reached out to them, and I believe Unfazed and I were actually in some other crews too, and then, and then we got reunited in our own crew, and then we've been real tight since. Hot Boy's been good, hot Unfazed. Then we slowly met a few people in the Madden community. We're trying to get our name out there since 2023. And then Madden 24 came around. All of us were very competitive. We slowly got a few dudes that were pretty consistent. Some of them left. Some of them got kicked out based on drama. Like Drew said, once dramas, we kick it in the butt. We hear them out, whatever. Boom, kick them out. I have no time for that. J Sticks, he's one of them. Very talented dude, Madden dude. He's been helping me out with some stuff. Like when I met him, he was pretty good. He's still consistent, pretty good as well. It took me a while to beat him, and iron sharp as iron. We all bring something to the table. Big Rod, very very cool dude, laid back. He's grinding on Madden, college football. I believe he plays Fortnite, Overwatch, sometimes Marvel Rivals. He's grinding. He's putting himself out there, and that's one of my goals for the Madden crew. I want to help every single one of them get their name out there. They're working hard, and then DTM Universe. He's a cool dude too. He's the most late. He's probably the most laid back one in the crew. He's very quiet, but once you get to talk to him, he's out, very well spoken, cool dude. Um, he's been grinding on TikTok, Twitch. Every single one of them are pretty loyal dudes. We stuck through everything, and then at the end of Madden 24 was 2024 year 2024. I got my career job that I wanted, a dream career. I don't want to get too personal into it, but if you know, you know. And then I was like, okay, um, how can I do this while helping, balancing the Madden crew of things? And I told him about it. Then, nothing but support. I was trying to balance it out, which I still did a great job with it. And then during the whole 2025, I decided to step down from playing Madden competitively. I believe I retired at the end of Madden 24. So it's about like almost 2 years since I was retired, and then recently I just got out of retirement, just because my boys are grinding. I was like, I gotta do. They're grinding, and I was like, you know what? I decided, like, okay, before I made the decision to come out of retirement, I talked to them about it. I put myself through some gauntlets, regs gauntlet, and I still got it. And then they tell me I still got it. I still stream Madden content before I decided to come out of Madden retirement. They like, bro, you still got it. You're a good offensive minded player. Defense, you're still a dog. They inspired me to keep grinding. And every single one of them brings everything to the table, Madden wise. And then they're my boys. But every year since I think Madden 24 is when I told them, like, hey, before you get the game, well, when you get the game, let me know because I'm gonna give every single one of you $25, the MUT dudes, to open packs, get their, get a good head start for their team. And then I want to do more Madden in crew terms. We used to do it. We do it every once in a while. There's some times when we run Madden in crew tournaments. There's sometimes there's drama, and then it creates drama. I'm like, no, I have no time for that. And then luckily, a few of them we did better. That's the only thing I don't like drama in tournaments. And I know sometimes we boys are passionate. We're very passionate with our Madden skill set and talents. Every single one of my boys are talented. Um, yeah, I want to do more of that this year. Help all my Madden dudes get their name out there. We are gonna do more projects such as I do have a Washington Commanders ebook out there. Shout out to Drew for helping me out with that. It was originally the Raiders playbook offense, much tight end schemes like speed option, how to do RPO because I love doing RPOs. I know Hot Boy's thinking about doing the ebook as well, but of course Madden 27 is almost around the corner, so we're gonna put the ebook stuff on hold until we both have a scheme, what we want to run, and then we're gonna make an ebook for it. Because usually ebook is tricky because you got to know what playbook you want to use, and then you know playbooks change every single, I want to say, month because Madden updates, but that's my future goals for my boys. I want my boys to get their name out there. This past Madden, Hot Boy, shout out to my boy Hot Boy, one of the OGs. He was grinding. He was in the MCS. He was grinding on the MCS tournament for MUT. He was putting his name out there. He was playing against pros. He held his own. He held his own. He's a real cool dude. Like, he's pretty consistent on communication. J6, all of them are pretty good. DTM Universe, shout out to Hot Boy on Phase, Jay, Big Rod, DTM Universe, and then one of my boy G Money. He's in the Discord, but he's not part of the crew. But I keep him around because he's been a great support system to me with a Madden perspective of things, and I need the support. Like, it's just me running the Madden crew, and then Prime, aka on Phase Civic. He's like the co-CEO, and he has a family. I think most of the dudes in my Madden crew actually have a family. Shout out to them because they're consistent with their Madden stuff. And I told them, like, we know life happens. You need a break from Madden. It's cool. Take some time off. Madden will always be here. And they know I did that too. I got my career. I put it on hold for a little bit. I retired, came out of retirement. Now I'm balancing it again because it's just the way I see my boys grinding, putting content, being competitive, playing tournaments. I was like, bro, I can't, I don't feel right being on sideline. I want to show that I can still do it, which they motivated me to come out of retirement. Like, yo, you still got it. And I like, okay, I still got it. And then recently I've been playing on these tournaments on repeat.gg. You had to make the top 204. I made that, 4 or 5 times already. So shout out to them. They've been very supportive. I'm going to talk to Drew after this video, just, discuss my future plans, ebooks for sure. I'm not sure about how we can do merchandise. Like, I know we do have a website, but maybe, I don't know how my crew would feel about jerseys, like, having that name out there, or at least shirts or something. But yeah, but I want to, merchandise can help, but we can hold on that. I feel like ebooks Because every single my Madden boys, we all have a different like scheme wise, and I think ebooks would be a great head start. And then um, getting their name out there. Of course, I'm gonna help them out. The ebooks, getting their name out there. Well, getting them out there, getting their name out there. Number one, two, ebooks, and then three, I'm still open to getting more people in the crew. Um, Comparatively, yes, that's one of the major requirements. If you're not competitive, I just got to know what you would bring to the table. You could be create content, just being consistent. That's one of our, and then um, I do have an age requirement. You have to be at least over 19 because we had some young Madden players in our crew, and it's just we're all grinding. We have I don't want to put our age out there, but we're up there. We're like I believe 24. We're 20 and up, but we don't. I don't. I feel like we just don't want to babysit. Like I might just raise the age limit to 18 and like I might keep it at 19 and up or 20 and up. But I know I see there's young talent in the Madden community, but it's just if they're not consistent in the crew and they're like what 18 or younger, what's the point? I don't want to babysit. Like my boys grind. Almost they play Madden almost every other day or every day, especially Hot Boy. That boy's always online. So when I get on PlayStation 5, he's on. Jake Sticks is doing his thing. He's taking a. Most of us are like slowly taking a break because Madden's pretty much over, but we're still grinding. Like we're still playing, learning. I always post some stuff that I see about the Madden world. We're just ready for Madden 27. We're gonna put ebooks out there. I'm gonna help them get into tournaments. I'm gonna talk to them about how if there's a tournament that they're kind of hesitant on doing, but I know that they would represent CTD very well. I'll even tell them, hey, I'll pay for the entry fee, because I know how talented you are in the Madden. I will pay for it, represent as well, and I'm willing to do that. I will start doing more tournaments. I'm gonna start with in-crew tournaments first because I wanna get my crew. You know, I also want to help my crew get better first, and then I will be more open to getting more people in our crew as well. I don't know if I said that earlier, but yeah, I'm always willing to grow. Right now, we have a good consistent 6 people. We have one dude, but he's been kind of MIA. I'm not sure, but life happens, so I'm gonna let it be. Yeah, 6 dudes right now, including me. So me, like in the picture you saw on the Twitter page and on my TikTok, it's me. The OGs, me, Hot Boy on Face, aka Prime Cavs, Jay, Big Rod, DTM Universe. This the top 6 right now. That's our top 6 people. We have some other dudes that we got from a tournament, but I'm not sure if they're really committed to us. That's in the Discord, so I'm just gonna let it be. I'm just gonna focus on the 6 that I have. So I feel like I should just clean up the Discord. If you're not consistent, Madden. It's not. I don't wanna say they're wasting the spot, but technically they are. Like we're here, to help each other grow. But you know, it's just stuff. I want to help my Banner boys grow. Um, a little background story. Um, yeah, see, 2023 recap. That's when I got signed. We had plans, and then I just, I got my name out there. Now it's time for me to return the favor with my boys, Hot Boy, Unfazed, Jay, Big Rod, DTM. They're all doing a great job. I just want to help them, get the name out there. And then of course, I want my boys to make the MCS tournaments. I want every single one of them to make it far. Hot Boy is the closest right now, and right now, that's the goal. I want to get all of them in there, and it's a MUT tournament, so you gotta grind. Sometimes you gotta put your real money down. I'm willing to help. MUT's not my thing. I'm a Regs dude. I always been. I just like getting on the game, playing with the regular teams, and just changing things up. But yeah, that's my goal. Getting all of them in the MCS tournaments, help them out with some stuff, ebooks, and then getting their name out there. And then, of course, we're gonna represent complex theories very well. We've been doing it for the past couple of years. I had the Madden side, I think, pretty locked. Drew gave me the keys to the kingdom, and then I took it. Um, Drew's been very supportive. He's been helping us out with like ebooks and then the little comic book series. It's real funny. It's catchy. Like my boys enjoyed it, but he's been very helpful of everything. Like this dude's a real dude. He gave me the chance. I told him what I could deliver, and I believe I did. Like, cause most of my boys, they're competitives. We're all in tournaments now. We're still getting ourselves in there. And the Madden tournament, one of the things, because this tournament's everywhere, every single day. But yeah, Hot Boy was the first one to make it far in the MCS. I believe, we all try to be in the MCS. It's hard sometimes, the Madden community, but, the only way to get better is keep grinding. But it's 15 minutes and almost 16. But yeah, like I said, helping my boys get their name out there. Like I got my name out there. I was getting looked at elite Madden ballers. Some Madden pros were keeping an eye on me just because I was like grinding hard on regs. I was one year I was on a 22 game win streak, and I was getting recognized just because I was grinding and learning the craft. Shout out to Manu, because he runs Madden Academy right now, and then he was helping me out with some stuff. I was kind of helping him out with that stuff too, and then we kind of just went out several ways. But yeah, like I said, Madden boys, want to help all of them get their name out there, ebooks, get some tournaments, iron sharpens irons type of thing, and then we're going to keep growing. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been a good 3 years running. I enjoy helping running the Madden side of things. They all been great. Like they're all been great for sure. All of them are pretty good players, good dudes in real life. We haven't met in person yet, but we're planning to. Maybe a Vegas trip, somewhere in the middle where all can chill. It'll be fun. We all treat each other like family. Most of my dudes has families, like I said. But life happens. We all understand everything. We're always there for each other. Then most of them, they reach out to me via DM, like talking about personal stuff. I always keep it on the low, like it's private. Like if you want the crew to know, then tell them. But I keep everything private out of respect. And of course, we always look out for each other no matter what. But if you're serious about Madden, hit me up in the DMs, ICDuke41, all socials, pretty much. Or, tweet complex theories. Drew would let me know. Or if I don't see the message, I'll reach out to you like, hey, I'm the manager so-and-so. What can you bring to the Madden tip? I do have a Madden questionnaire set up already. So usually if I can't get to the person, I will probably ask one of my boys just to do it because I trust all of them. It's pretty easy. It's like a good questionnaire, what do you bring to the table? How long you been competitive? Are you a Rex, MUT player, blah, blah, blah. Simple questions. It's not, I don't want to make it a job interview. I just go out there, boom, boom, boom. And then we got to, put you through a tryout game. And I ask my boys that give the tryout game, what do you think about this player? So I prefer not to give the tryout game just because I'm the league manager. I feel like that'd be a little biased. But if I have to, I'll do it. You're like, okay, I'll just do it. Let's see what the person got, because all of us bring a different skill set. Like I said, like sometimes with the try game, I'm like, okay, say this person does really great in the first one. I was like, okay, let's put them against a so-and-so player that does this differently than the others in the group. Let's see how they can read against their scheme. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, hit me up if you're serious about playing Madden competitively, or if you're a Madden content creator, hit me up. Like I'm willing to help you get your name out there. Meet my crew. Right now, I would say age limit 19 and up, to be honest, because we don't like to babysit. Out of respect, we don't like to babysit. We all have a life. We're all grown. We don't need drama. You know, if that's, what you're into, putting content, playing competitive, you need help, we're all here to help. But appreciate y'all. Have a good night. CTD, AC Duke, out.